Hey everyone, so after receiving some requests to do another ASMR poetry video, I had a look to see when I did my last one, and it was so many months ago it seems ridiculous that I haven't done one since. So today I have 3 poems that I will read out. They all come from this book, which is the nation's favourite poems. I know I usually read from several different books, but there are 2 poems in this that I want to read to you. And I was going to read a Byron, but I've left it in the other room, and my cat's in there and I don't want to disturb her while I'm making an ASMR video because I won't get any peace. So I'll be reading a Yeats poem, a Christina Rossetti poem, and the other one is Andrew Marvell, which all 3 poems are quite well known. And if you do have any specific poems you'd like me to read in future videos, leave a comment. If I don't know the poem, I'll check it out, because I love poetry and I love discovering new poets. There's a whole bunch online that I'd quite like to read as well, so maybe I'll start alternating between ones in books and ones that I've found online. But the first one is W.B. Yeats. He wishes for the cloths of heaven, which it's so beautiful. It's just a short wee poem, as you can see here. But the first time I read this, it was about 3 years ago, I think now, maybe, yeah. And I just fell in love with it. It's so beautiful, it's so exquisite. And if you haven't heard it before, I hope you like it. Had I the heavens embroidered cloths, enwrought with golden and silver light, the blue and the dim and the dark cloths of night and light and the half-light, I would spread the cloths under your feet. But I, being poor, have only my dreams. I have spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams. It melts the heart. It's so lovely. There's just something about Yeats that's so romantically poetic and so heartfelt, and like, I can read poems and think, yes, that was enjoyable, but I don't feel like the writers extracted part of their soul. But with Yeats, every time I read his poetry, I think there's just a bit of his soul in that. A fragment of his existence has gone into that poem, and it's definitely the case with He Wishes for the Cloths of Heaven. So, as I said, that was just a short little poem. The second one is Christina Rossetti, and this is called Remembe. And again, it's not massively long. I'm not overly familiar with this poem. It's not one that I've studied, I've not researched it, I've just read it, and I like it. I like the rhyme, I like the language, I like the rhythm, and I like the words. Remember me when I am gone away, gone far away into the silent land, when you can no more hold me by the hand, nor I half turn to go, yet turning stay. Remember me, when no more day by day you tell me of our future that you planned. Only remember me, you understand. It will be late to counsel then or pray. Yet if you should forget me for a while, and afterwards remember, do not grieve. For if the darkness and corruption leave a vestige of the thoughts that once I had, better by far you should forget and smile than you should remember me and be sad. I love those final lines. Better by far you should forget and smile than you should remember and be sad. And I think that's something that could be open for debate. Would you rather remember somebody you loved and lost and be sad about it? Or forget you ever had them in your life, forget the happy times you had together, but not be saddened by that? And I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, the next one's a wee bit longer. page and a half. And this is Andrew Marvell to His Coy Mistress, which is a very famous poem, 17th century, and one that I like quite a lot. I think we studied this when I was in first year of university, like 4 years ago. But I've read it more recently and it's still good. Had we but world enough and time, this coyness, lady, were no crime. We would sit down and think which way to walk and pass our long love's day. Though by the Indian Ganges side shots rubies find, I by the tide of Humber would complain. I would love you 10 years before the flood, and you should, if you please, refuse till the conversion of the Jews. My vegetable love should grow vaster than empires and more slow. 100 years should go to praise, thine eyes on thy forehead gaze. 200 to adore each breast, but 30,000 to the rest. An age at least to every part, and the last age should show your heart. For lady, you deserve this state, nor would I love at lower rate. But at my back I always hear time's winged chariot hurrying near, and yonder all before us lie deserts of vast eternity. Thy beauty shall no more be found, my echoing song then worms shall try. I missed out a line. Thy beauty shall no more be found, nor in my marble vault shall sound my echoing song then worms shall try that long preserved virginity. And your quaint honour turn to dust, and into ashes all my lust. The grave's a fine and private place, but none, I think, do there embrace. Now therefore, while the youthful hue sits on the skin like morning dew, and while our willing soul transpires at every pore with instant fires, now let us sport us while we may, and now like amorous birds of prey, rather at once our time devour than languish in his slow-chapped power. Let us roll all our strength and all our sweetness up into one ball, and tear our pleasures with rough strife through the iron gates of life. As though we cannot make our sun stand still, yet we will make him run. I like that one. Very simple rhyme scheme. Sometimes that's what you need. Nothing too over complex, just something quite basic and lovely. So there we have Andrew Marvell to His Coy Mistress, and also my favourite line in this poem: the grave's a fine and private place, but none, I think, do there embrace. Necrophiliacs. So fascinated by necrophilia. Not something to practice, but just as a concept. Really pretty interesting stuff. Too many maggots, if nothing else. Then we have Christina Rossetti's Remembe. Better by far you should forget and smile than that you should remember and be sad. If you have any particular or specific thoughts on those lines, let me know, because I can't decide. I don't know. And then of course the wonderful Yeats. He wishes for the cloth of heaven. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams. Thank you to those who have requested that I do more poetry readings and prompting me to realise how long it's been. Months and months since I last did one. So that's to my disgrace. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was somewhat relaxing. Any suggestions for any other ASMR videos or not, let me know. And I will speak to you all soon. Bye.